What is up, Alien Army? I'm Oculus, the alien next door, purveyor of esoteric lore, and on this channel we discuss everything out of this world. So, today's topic, we're just going to do a quick little reading where you pick an object. We're going to move from left to right, as you can see. And you are going to pick one of these three objects, and then we're just going to do a little psychic reading, but it's going to be based upon these story cubes over here and not necessarily cards. We're not going to be pulling any cards. In fact, this is just going to be a channeled quick message for where you're at in your story right now. So pick an object, timestamps will be listed below, and I will see you in your reading. What is up, group number 1? If you chose the Apophyllite Stone, here is going to be your little mini reading with these story cubes. And don't mind me, I'm just gonna kind of see how this is gonna work, what messages are gonna come out. So I don't know if I'm gonna pick an exact number for all of the groups, but we're just gonna go. All right, let's go with one more. I want it to come out. So, okay, so let's see. All right, so we have this hot air balloon. We have the Libra scales. We have a waxing crescent moon, and we have this. So it could be left, L, either which way. That was the one that wants to come out last. So hot air balloon. All right, some of you might have moon in Libra. I do just want to put that out there. Plus we have the L signaling for Libra as well. So what I'm getting here is that things are kind of up in the air with this situation right now. Whatever it is that you're thinking about, it might appear as though it's somewhat of a lack or a loss. You're more focused on what is left over in the situation rather than what is emerging out of this situation that's going to satisfy you emotionally. So I feel like right now you're not exactly in harmony with whatever it is that you're perceiving as a lack, because there is abundance coming to you, but it's not something. I feel like you're someone who intellectualizes your feelings a lot. So what I'm sensing here is that there is an exciting new opportunity for emotional fulfillment to be had, but you feel like things are up in the air right now. And things are up in the air right now only because you haven't solidified the feeling of actually having the solidarity of this, whatever it is that you're thinking about in your material realm. So it's sort of like not necessarily at a limbo stage, but you're the one that's really holding this situation in the balance right now of what's going on. There is something that is a brand new experience that is going to allow you to have love and emotional fulfillment, but you're still thinking of something that's in the lack, even though your emotions might be on board with moving forward into this place of abundance regarding the situation. So that's what's really causing the imbalance in your story right now. It's not a lack per se, but it is a perception of lack that you're thinking about, but your thoughts and your feelings are not in harmonic resonance with whatever this is. That's the only reason why things are standing still, because you're thinking about something that is already had been. Okay, it's not going on now. What's going on now is this new opportunity for emotional fulfillment, and the only reason that it isn't in your third dimensional realm right now is because you need to cleanse this negativity from your psyche, from your aura. And negativity doesn't necessarily mean that it's something overwhelmingly bad or frightful. It's just that your vibration, because you chose the apophyllite here, is calling for some sort of like releasing of ties, cutting of cords, for you to get in touch and neutralize and harmonize with your soul once more in regards to this situation, because your soul was never separated from this situation. Your mind made you perceive a quote unquote lack in the situation that you're thinking about, but you don't necessarily feel it anymore emotionally, because this new ripe energy is flowing right now towards you. It's already here, it's knocking on your door, and it's like, hey, what's up? Here's, you know, good vibrations and love and joy and all that. But your mind is like, wait, but you're perceiving a lack of something that already been happened. Okay, so this calls for you right now in your story. It would be a good idea, if whatever resonates with you, to cleanse your aura, cleanse your psyche, cut cords, things like that. Okay, write a letter and fucking burn it, whatever you have to do. It's just that your aura and your psyche needs this cleansing so that you can return to your true natural harmonic vibrational state, which is, you know, all your chakras in alignment and you in alignment with the ethereal realm, so that this that is moving towards you, this abundance, that you can accept it into your physical realm experience. So that's what I got for you guys, group number 1. I'm Oculus, the alien next door. We will chit chat again soon. What is up, group number 2? Those of you that chose this lovely hag stone right here, we're going to find out where exactly in your story you're at right now by going in with these little story cubes, and we're just going to see which one wants to pop out that has a message for you. Don't know how many I'm going to take. I'm just going to kind of let them decide. So, wow. Okay, so here we go. Okay. I think oh, whoa. Wow. All right. Wow. Okay, so I'm just going to show you them. Shooting star, masks, flashlight. That's probably coming out like cray, but you'll see them when I put them down. Someone who is asleep. A sheep. Okay, this, oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so you guys have some prophetic wisdom. You guys might resonate as wizards, alchemists, magicians, high priestess. I think I said magicians twice. I don't know, maybe I did, but you chose the hagstone, and the hagstone, there is a traditional story about the hagstone, basically, that you, if you look through the hole of the hagstone, it's the ability to see into the future. So your third eye is activated right now. There is no doubt, there's no hesitation. All it is clarity. I feel like you might have just had like a big grand epiphany happen in your experience. You've had an awakening recently, and like your mask has been taken off, illumination has been bestowed upon you. Thank you, universe. This reading is just, I'm getting it clear, loud and clear. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. Woo! So now you're no longer asleep like the sheep. You are awake, and you are awakened to the fact that you know exactly what the fuck is going on. Now, I find it really fucking funny how we literally have symbolism of like masks, and we have symbolism of sheep, and we have like the shooting star illuminating in the dark with the flashlight illuminating in the dark, and someone depicted as being asleep. So you are not asleep. You might be in the moment of trying to awaken others right now, especially with the third dimensional quote unquote reality that just so happens to be going on Earth right now. You might have recently had your own awakening in regard. I feel like this is more like somehow the current events, and you know what they are, right? The current events that have been going on for like over a year now, I feel like had some sort of impact on your psyche, a good impact, not an impact where anything was negative, but you were illuminated to certain things that maybe you didn't see before earlier along on your journey, but you definitely don't see them now. So you've definitely had an awakening in the realm of how 3D reality, the Earth matrix works. Okay, I feel like You might be witnessing others who are asleep and don't see it. And I feel like you might be in a place where now it's sort of like you're in your groove, you're in your element, you're with your soul tribe. If you're not with your soul tribe, you very soon will be, because you have awakened. So now you can recognize like-minded individuals because the veil is no longer covering your eyes. Maybe it was covering your eyes just a little bit, but I feel like whatever happened 2020, those events awakened you. Okay, I see it clearly. I see that you're in this area where you're like this gray area where it's like, how do people not see what I see and what's going on, whatever your perception is? And I feel like this has to do with something on a global scale. You're just looking at how the world works in a different perspective, from a different viewpoint now, and you're in the process of illumination. So your story right now is you are gravitating towards like-minded individuals because you can see the future. You can already see the future that you know is going to happen. You can envision it very, very clearly. Some of you might be clairvoyant. Okay, you're seeing this. The mask is off. Your dreams are here. They've come true. I feel like 2020 up until now, 2021 might have illuminated a lot of things for you. You might have had some wishes fulfilled. If you have not had wishes fulfilled at this moment, part of this awakening, illuminating experience is one of the wishes that you wanted to fulfill whilst in your physical vessel here on earth at this time. So you are no longer asleep. You are someone who really has this mission that you want to help others. You want to awaken others. You want to inspire others to see the light, to see what you see. Not necessarily in the way that you see it exactly, but you want to open their eyes just to peel a little bit layer by layer of that veil off. I'm getting Twilight Zone. This is a show that was around in like the late 50s, early 60s. And there's this episode, and basically, I feel like some of you watched the Twilight Zone. This is just why, or at least you know of this episode. But basically, it's called Eye of the Beholder, and there is a woman, and she's in a hospital, and she has like bandages over her entire face, and she wonders why she's so different from everyone around her. And then, I'm not going to give the spoiler away because I feel like some of you have not seen it and you want to watch it. It's called Eye of the Beholder. It's a woman, and she has bandages around her face, around her eyes, right? And throughout the episode, she's talking to others that are around her, the hospital staff. She's wondering why she's so different. And then a big illumination occurs at the end of the episode. So I feel like that's some of you, or at least it have been you in the past like roughly year or so. And you're now seeing things like very differently, but you're okay with it, right? You realize what it is. And I feel like you also are on this journey to sort of want to help others be illuminated to the truth as well. So that's what I got for you guys. Group number 2, I'm Oculus, the alien next door. We will chit chat again soon. What is up, group number 3? Those of you that chose this rose quartz organite disc, we are going to find out where you're at in your story right now with these story cubes. So I'm just going to kind of shuffle. I'm going to let the universe do the talking, and we're going to see where you're at along in your journey right now. I think. All right. So you guys, wow. Okay. I was going to say you guys are done, but apparently you weren't. So let me just run over here. And I'm picking them up the way that they came out, right on the floor. Okay, so there we go. All right, so goodness gracious, group number 3. I'm going to try to see in which way. Okay. Oh. Okay, so this was like the last one. Then we have that, and we have this. All right. All right, so we have someone who is depicted as sleeping. A teepee, a keyhole, the earth or a globe, dice or one die, I guess. That looks like an old school cell phone or like walkie-talkie. And we have a sheep. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for you guys is that I feel like you have been sort of like in this place where you've been hiding yourself. You've known your true value. I feel like you're someone who's already had your third eye awakened. And this is a little bit similar to one of the other groups where I'm sensing that this has to do with something, you know, more along the lines of the collective consciousness, okay? But either which way, you were kind of like hiding out, but your third eye was open. I feel like you're someone who might resonate with the word Illuminati. I don't know why, but there you go. I feel like you've had the master key for a while, and I feel like that you're observing the current events on Earth right now as like, it's sort of like there's a big gambling sensation going on, okay? And I feel like you've tried to give this message to other individuals, but they're not hearing you. They're not resonating with what you're saying, okay, because they're asleep. And we have you that you've sort of been hiding your views, okay, about like whatever situation pertains to you. Again, I'm sensing it's more of like in regards to the collective. You might be very tuned into the collective right now. And I feel like you are just sort of waiting to step out into the spotlight with the knowledge that you've gathered all along in your journey. And I feel like you also have been hiding that part of yourself, that illuminated, awakened part of yourself, because you might have been wondering what would someone think of you if you said this or if you did that or whatever, if you didn't follow the crowd, so to speak. So I feel like you might have been doing that for quite some time. This guy got knocked out of the way. So I feel like you're very... you know, this might have something to do with a relationship just because you chose the rose quartz organite, but I feel like it's more like if it has to do with a relationship, very briefly, I feel like you and your partner, you might not see eye to eye on what's happening in the collective right now. Either that or you are coming into a union with someone who really is on board with what you see that's going on in the collective right now, okay? So because your heart chakra is open, your heart chakra is centered, your heart chakra is grounded, you're gathering power from within yourself. You're not necessarily trying to latch onto any type of false perceptions that you perceive might give you power from the outer third dimensional realm. And I feel like you've had this key for a while, but I feel like maybe with, even with, you know, another relationship thing, if you're with someone, you feel like that they don't see things eye to eye as you do. I feel like also you might think that your closest people, you know, it could be family, friends, whatever, they don't see eye to eye on you with this. And I feel like you've been hiding that part of yourself, or at least keeping it on the low a little bit, you know, like maybe you'll mention it here or there, but you're kind of like, well, they're not going to fucking believe me anyway, right? So let me stop. And I feel like right now it's time for you to take that gamble, because I feel like you already feel like there's like a big shift happening in the collective right now where there already is a gamble going on. So it's like, now or never, roll the dice. Like, what are you going to get when, you know, the dice finally settles into place? And I feel like you're at the point where you're sort of sending out this beacon where others of like intent are going to assemble around you. Once you roll the dice and you take that chance, you gamble, and you just, boom, you put whatever the fuck it is you feel like you have to put out there. This is in regards to anything, but I'm feeling it's more of like collective. So even if it's in regards to a relationship, I feel like your thoughts about the collective consciousness, you maybe, as I said, they might not be alignment with your partner's thoughts, or it might be something that you have not expressed to your partner how you feel. I feel like you need to really roll the dice, take a gamble. Your heart center is open, so right now you're in a place where things are going to work out in an emotionally better space than if you had not decided to roll the dice to begin with. And I feel like also that it's like if you've had someone maybe like disagree with you or not see eye to eye on you, and then there's been sort of a rift, I feel like right now, and this is only for some of you right now, if that has occurred, I feel like someone brand new is going to swoop in and sort of like not take their place, but it's like this new person is going to help alleviate that you feel any sort of absence because of that person and your misalignment on this subject regarding whatever it is. So take a chance, take a gamble, roll the dice, okay? Keep I don't know about, I'm going to say keep. It might be keep for some of you, but for those of you that have been sending little words out here and there, keep doing that. Those of you who have sort of not let your true thoughts and feelings be known. What you need to do is just take a chance, because you are going to be answered with love regarding this situation, and it is going to help propel you into a better timeline of the collective consciousness experience yourself. That's what I got for you guys. Group number 3. I am Oculus, the alien next door, and we will chit chat again soon.